actually looking at?
Muscle.
Muscle. So these are examples of the skeletal muscles that help to move the cow eye. They don't have 6 eye muscles. I think they only have 4. But you don't have to identify those on here. But if I were to pin some yellow stuff, you would say fat. And if I were to put a pin in the brown stuff, you would say skeletal muscle. Okay, now this thing is really cool. Coming out the back of the eye, you're going to see something really hard and round, cylindrical. Can you find that?
Yep.
Sherry, flip your eye over to the other side. Raise your hand if your group hasn't found that.
Yep, found it. It's ready. Oh.
Did you find it now?
We have it right here, Jen.
No, I'm just going to videotape her doing it.
Oh, okay.
You could probably put it up here. That's where we have ours.
I'm standing. You're
Oh,
standing right in my view there.
Am I still playing?
So that is the nerve that goes back to the occipital lobe to give you vision. What nerve is that? The optic nerve. So that's this right here. Okay, and then on the front, do you see this would normally be clear in a human, or actually in the animal too. That's the cornea. It would normally be clear. It's not clear once the animal has died. The cornea gets cloudy, and also the preservative, I think, doesn't help with that. But just be aware, that's the window into the world, so it should be clear. Okay, so then, once you've oriented yourself like that, then you want to cut a lot of this fat off, and muscle too. And see if you can get yourself a ball, an eyeball.
So you want to see it as close to the ball as possible.
I mean, actually, I don't really care that much. I do think it makes it more instructive if you can get down to what's called the sclera.
Are your scissors cutting?
She told us to grab those, and when we ran out of those, we grabbed these.
I don't like this.
We can use those after you, because ours are not cutting very good.
They don't cut at all.
It's kind of fun, so you might just find yourself continuing on.
So can we cut with
we just start cutting away?
optic nerve?
Oh, please do. Yeah, you guys, not like we're super short on time, but we're also not long on time. So, yeah, cut.
So
Cut the optic nerve off?
all the fat goes away.
I think, yeah.
We can
And
cut
it
the
cut-
optic nerve off too?
No, see how I'm leaving mine? So it still pokes out?
Oh, okay. It's hard to see.
The lighting's
hard to
bad.
Okay.
I wonder if, whatever.
She's just making a ball.
Yeah, so now I have a ball. And then it starts to get really fun. So push that off to the side. And then I need a scalpel. I'm going to use a scalpel. So the next step is potentially the most fun. The next couple of steps are really fun. So what do you see? Here's the cornea, or the front of the eye. The optic nerve is coming out the back. I want to cut the eye, so I have I want to do a coronal section. I want a front and a back to the eye. Okay? So I'm going to, it will squirt a little. There's fluid. Be aware. And there's something else I was going to say. Oh, the sclera, do you see how that's tough connective tissue right there that's resisting me? It's not like the fat. It's more of a collagenous, rather than adipocytes. So I'm going to have to pop through that hard sclera. Sclera means hard, by the way.
Basically, just cut it right in half.
Yeah. Oh, first you got to pop it, which is. This is
Like
it's not like I'm.
tomato?
It's easy to do. It's just I don't really want to get all wet.
Mine did.
Maybe some of these scalpels aren't working here.
No!
Okay, So did you see that? That's kind of cool, right?
Send me this video.
Now I can't even find where. Okay, so now once you get it started, and I kind of sawed at it, then you can just use your scissors to go the rest of the way.
Cut my door.
My scissors are
Now watch
short
this.
and dull,
See?
I think.
See how now I'm just snipping around?
Oh, can I use the little scissors?
These ones I have right here work great, by the way. If you're ever in need of good scissors this quarter. Oh boy, now things are really getting fun. So, the front of the eye we'll look at first, okay? So you can move the back of the eye away. The front of the eye, look at that gel.
Nappy.
Do you see that? That is called the vitreous humor.
We need to clear that out.
Well, yeah, pretty much everything ends up coming out. This is a gel that's in the back chamber of your eye. And that gives your eyeball its shape. It pushes out and keeps your eyeball nice and round. In some disease states, there can be too much pressure there, like glaucoma
Oh.
has too much pressure in that posterior chamber. And if there's an eye injury where some of that stuff is leaking out, then there's not enough pressure, and that's also going to cause a problem. That gel holds the retina against the back of the eye, and we'll look at the retina in a minute. Okay, so I'll wait a minute. Should I wait while you guys catch up?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
We're still cutting some fat off.
I'm so sorry about that. That was like the worst I've ever seen. I'm used to a little leaking out, but that was just like